welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm super excited because this is going to be the second time that I'm going to use my new TBR jar to select my TBR for the month of April. Now, I think I mentioned in my last TBR video, I'm not much of a set TBR reader. I've always thought that I was a mood reader. But honestly, last month, I feel like having a set TBR really helped me continue reading faster and actually be excited for certain books, and it helped me read books that I actually need to get to here in my TBR. I mean, it is an ongoing issue that there are some books on here that have been on my TBR for months, years, unfortunately. So hopefully I can get to more of these books in this video. The only thing that I think I'm going to adjust is I am going to have maybe one more ebook. I only had one ebook on my TBR last month, and I found that having an ebook was very helpful where in certain places I couldn't read a real book because of the lighting, because of the environment, whatever reason. So I think this time I'm going to select two ebooks, maybe four audiobooks, and maybe four physical books to read from my physical TBR. I actually have some library books here too, so those might be up for selection as well. Anyway, just as a reminder, so I have different colored cards in this TBR jar that are supposed to help me select certain genres. So the blue cards are fantasy sci-fi, the green cards are thriller horrors, the pink cards are contemporary or romance, and the yellow cards are basically a free for all for whatever subject I feel like. So I didn't add any new cards to this because I still have quite a few in here, but maybe by next month I'll add more. Okay, so let's open this up. The first prompt that I got is pick a book under 150 pages. Wow, that actually might be difficult because I don't have that many short books on my shelf. Let's see if any of these will fit that. 200 pages. Okay. Okay. 332. Oh my god. Okay. I seriously doubt. Yeah. Nope. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to select either an ebook or an audiobook for this one. So, based on the ebooks and audiobooks that I have two options. I could either go with Six of the Dusk by Brandon Sanderson, which is a Cosmere novella, or I could go with Carmilla, which is I'm pretty sure this is a classic. Oh, I should probably say what it's about. So, Six of the Dust, like I mentioned, is a Brandon Sanderson novella set in his Cosmere universe. And I think it's set in a whole new planet in the Cosmere. This planet is on the brink of a technological change, and it's called On the Deadly Island of Pachi. Ooh, it's on an island. So, on this island, birds grant people magical abilities, and predators can sense the thoughts of their prey. So there's a trapper who discovers on this island that it's not just the predators that are out to kill him. He starts seeing his corpse at every turn, and he doesn't know what this means, and does it spell out danger for his culture, for his society, for his people. So this actually seems pretty interesting. I'm excited to I think I'm actually gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with Six of the Dusk by Brandon Sanderson. It'll be nice to see a whole new world with a whole new magic system in the Cosmere. And it's only 75 pages, so I should be able to get through this fairly quickly. I know that it was supposed to be a contemporary romance, but fortunately, I don't have any on here that are under 150 pages, so oh well. Well, I could go with the five love languages. Even this one, the shortest book on my shelf, is more than 150 pages. So I'm gonna have to break a rule for this one. But oh well. Let's pick the next one. I think I want to go with a thriller. Okay. Published in the year we got Kovu. So Kovu is my dog, and we got him in 2017. So this is gonna be a backlist book. I'm not sure. Do I have a thriller that was published in 2017? Oh my god, this might take a while. Give me a minute. Perfect. So, Yesterday by Felicia Yap was actually published in 2017. So that fits the prompt. So it looks like my first thriller read for April will be Yesterday by Felicia Yap. So this book is about So this is actually a sci-fi thriller. So in this world, there's two class systems. There are the monos and the duos. So they're split up based on how many days people can remember. So in this society, monos are people who only have 1 day's worth of memory. That means every time they wake up, they only remember what happened the day before. But everything before that is gone. For duos, these are a higher class of people because they have 2 days worth of memories. They remember yesterday and the day before. So in this book, we're following four different perspectives. The main people in here is a husband and wife. The husband is a duo who is a politician, and the wife is a mono who is a housewife. The mistress of the husband is found dead, and an investigator is trying to figure out who murdered this woman, and he's having a hard time doing this when the investigator only has 1 day's worth of memory, the wife only has 1 day's worth of memory, and the main suspect has 2 days. So he has an unfair advantage. So I heard about this book through one of my followers on Instagram who said that this book is one of their favorites of all time. So I'm excited to actually finally get to this one. On to the next pick. Let's see if I can actually get a contemporary romance pick on here since the first one didn't go so well. Ooh, okay. So this one says a family member picks a book. My husband's here, but he's a little busy right now, and I want to see if maybe I can get another one of my family members to pick a book. So I'll insert footage for that here. Sorry about the horrible quality, but real quick, I just wanted to insert here. So for the prompt, family picks my book. For the romance or contemporary, I actually asked one of my cousins to choose between 3 books that I had. So I gave her the choice of Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis, or The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. And she chose The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren, and I'm actually pretty happy that she chose this one. I thought that the premise was really interesting. It's basically about this single mom who, I guess, tries out this new dating app called Genetically, where it's a DNA-based matchmaking company that's supposed to change dating forever by using people's DNA to match them up with their soulmate. And I think she gets like matched up with like the creator of the company. So actually that sounds really interesting to me, and I don't think I've heard anything too like negative about this book. I think I've heard pretty positive reviews, so hopefully this turns out well. And yeah, moving on to the next pick. Okay, let's go for a yellow one so I can kind of pick whatever I want to. Ooh, okay, this one says the highest rated book I have on Goodreads. This might take a minute to figure out. Sorry if the lighting is a little different and the view is a little different. I had to take a few minutes to update my shelf on Goodreads so I could actually find out what's the highest rated book on my Goodreads shelf. I just sorted it, and the highest rated book on my Goodreads right now is Heartstopper Volume 4, followed by Heartstopper Volume 3. So I have Volume 4 on my shelf right now, but unfortunately, I'm still waiting for Volume 3 to come in. My plan is I will leave Volume 3 on my TBR for this month and hopefully hope and pray that it comes in before April is over. You may be wondering, why am I hoping and praying for April? Well, where I live, it normally takes 2 weeks for anything to arrive here. And sometimes when you're very, very unlucky, it takes 3 months for books to get here. Let that sink in. 3 months. So I've actually been waiting for Heartstopper Volume 3 since like the end of January, and it's now like almost the end of March. Yeah, the struggles of living on an island in the middle of the Pacific. Anyway, so yeah, I'll just put in Volume 4 in place of Volume 3 on this stack. So now I got 4 books. Now let's pick the next one. Okay, let's just do a quick count. I've got 1 ebook. Hopefully, I'll have 2 physical books. Yesterday, and another book that a family member needs to pick, and a graphic novel. Pretty good mix so far. Okay, I think it's time for me to pick a fantasy. Let's go with a blue one. Do I have that many blue ones left in here? Oh, yeah, actually, I do. They're just all bunched together. Okay, so this one says read a retelling. Okay, a retelling. Okay, So the Guinevere Deception is a retelling. What else? Reflection is a retelling. Okay. So I have three options for physical books, and let's see if I have any audiobooks. Okay, no audiobook option, so I have to be one of these three. I think I'm going to go with Reflection by Elizabeth Lim. Now, this is a Disney twisted tale about Mulan. So, what if Mulan had to travel to the underworld? And let's move on to the next pick. Okay, what am I feeling now? Let's see if I can do another contemporary. Oh, I got another published in the year of. So this one says published in the year I started dating my husband. So me and my husband started dating in 2013. Perfect. Okay. So I have an audiobook on here. It's Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And this was published on July 9, 2013. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I just read or I listened to After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid and I absolutely loved it. So this should be a good follow up to that. Hopefully I enjoy it as much as I enjoyed her other books. So I've got 4, 5, 6 books so far. Let's aim for 10 this year. I did 9 last month. Oh, not this year. This month. I did 9 last month. So let's see if I can do 10 and if that'll increase my reading. Yay, I was hoping I'd get this one. So this one says, my husband will hide 3 books and the last one I find is the one that I read. So maybe I'll have him hide a book somewhere in the house and I'll insert that footage here. Okay, so what you gotta do is...
You hid 3 books?
Yeah, so you have to pick 3 books, hide them, and then the last one that I find is the one that I read.
Oh, I hide 3 books.
Yeah. So the green one means you have to pick from one of these. So you have 6 options here. Pick 3 of them, and then you're gonna hide them in the house.
Ready?
So did you hide them?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you read the back?
Yeah.
Okay, don't mind the messy house, people. But here you go. Hold the camera while I go look for them. Okay. Living room area first. I feel like you hide it under the blankets or the pillows or something. Ah!
Damn.
Oh, I guess I'm not reading House of Leaves.
Honestly, that was the one I was hoping you were gonna find last.
Ooh, thank God. This one's gonna take me like a whole 2 months to read because it's such a big boy. Whew. I mean, I really want to read it, but I feel like
I was kind of...
maybe not that. You're hoping I get that one?
Yeah, that one or the other.
Is that Sherlock Holmes? Okay.
The last one's gonna be hard.
Okay. I found 2. The last one's hard.
Yeah. I put effort into the last one.
You put effort?
Yeah.
Wait, shouldn't you put effort, the most effort, into the one that you wanted me to pick?
Yeah, but I figured you'd want to read that one.
Oh, you thought I'd want to read House of Leaves?
Yeah. No, I wanted you to read House of Leaves, and then the other one I had a feeling you would want to read.
Ah. I wonder what it is.
You can't go in there. And that's
Oh,
not
I
fair.
can't go in there.
Oh, you're super cold.
Super cold.
Super cold.
Super cold.
Super cold.
Okay, how about over here?
Yeah, pretty warm.
Pretty warm?
Yeah, getting warmer. Warmer. Hotter. 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 You're sizzling. You're boiling.
Boiling?
You're boiling. It's like a hot plate. The sizzle plate.
I'm in the hot zone?
Hot zone. Hazmat hot zone.
I got it! Wilder Girls, I can't speak today. Wilder Girls by Rory Power. And that's gonna be the book that I read this month. Awesome. Okay, let's do another yellow one. See if I can round out my TBR well. Ooh, okay, so this one says, from the library. So I have 3 options. I have Normal People by Sally Rooney, Arsenic and Adobo by Mia Manansala, and The Language of Thorns, Midnight Tales and Dangerous Magic by Lee Bardugo. Honestly, I think Normal People is actually calling to me more than the others. Is this going to be a contemporary month? That's abnormal for me. Because a lot of the books... Oh, I'm kidding. I don't know. I feel like I'm choosing a lot of contemporaries. So, okie dokes. Now let's go on to the next one. I have 8, so I got 2 more. You know what? I just realized something. Okay, so I know I selected the reflection earlier, but I actually have to read A Curse So Dark and Lonely for another book video that I'm doing. So I'm gonna replace Reflection with A Curse So Dark and Lonely because this is actually a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Prince Ren, the heir to Emberfall, gets cursed by an enchantress, and I believe this destroys his family, his castle, and every last shred of hope that he has when he gets turned into a vicious beast hell-bent on destruction. Harper is a girl from the real world who tries to save a stranger, and she gets pulled into the same magical world. I guess they have to fall in love in order to break the curse and save the kingdom. That sounds pretty basic, right? Pretty simple Beauty and the Beast retelling. I'm gonna add that to my shelf actually. And actually, I think A Curse So Dark and Lonely is the oldest book that I've had on my TBR. So I really need to get to that one. Sorry, Reflection. Let's go with blue or yellow. Yeah, let's go for blue one. Okay, so this one says, read a book I think I won't like. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have a perfect one for this. And this is actually a book that I have to read for another vlog, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Now, this one, I'm the reason I haven't read it is because I'm so confused. I've seen mixed reviews for this. I've seen some people who really liked it, and I've seen reviews where people absolutely hated it. Now, I think this is a book about this woman attempts suicide, and I think she gets transferred into this alternate reality where she ends up in a magical library where each book that she opens is an alternate version of her life if she had made a different decision than the one she had made at the time. So it sounds really interesting. It's just some of the negative reviews have really gotten to me, and that's why I keep putting it off. So I think it's finally time I read this and decide whether I like it or not. Okay, that's 9 books. Now this should be the last one. I have one. Okay, I currently have 4 physical books, 1 graphic novel, 1 audiobook, and 1 ebook. So this next one should either be an ebook or an audiobook, or hopefully I can find an ebook or audiobook for one of these. That way it'll like even out a little. All right. Now, the last one. Okay, this one says pick a book that's over 400 pages. Let me see if I have an audiobook that's over 400 pages. Perfect. I got the perfect one. So, Nine Liars by Maureen Johnson. So, I haven't ordered this yet. I'm actually going to order a physical copy. I have the first 4 books in this series. It's just currently being borrowed by one of my cousins. I'm actually really excited for this one. I've really been enjoying the Truly Devious series. I enjoyed the first trilogy. I enjoyed the 4th book that was recently added to it. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to enjoy this one as well. And that rounds out my TBR perfectly. I have 1 ebook, 2 audiobooks, a graphic novel, 4 physical books. So I should have one more physical book for this one. And then maybe I'll have a family member pick my ebook. I'm so excited for April. I mean, I'm still reading my books from March, but I'm super excited to get started on my books from April. And right now, these are all the books that I have so far. With that said, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.